I would like to welcome you to the EVITA Collaboration Opportunities webinar. The EVITA project, EuroHPC Virtual Training Academy, is running for 1 year, and we have been working really hard on the project work, and now came the time when we would like to introduce to you what we have developed in the year, and also showcase to you the ways how you can collaborate with us. So I will pass the speech to Xavier, who will take you through the agenda and then continue with the content of the webinar. So thank you very much for coming. And Xavier.
Thank you. Thank you, Karina. So this is Xavier Martorell from the Barcelona Supercomputing Center. I'm mainly involved in the development of the CQF. So, as you see here in the agenda, the presentation starts with the competence and qualification framework, what we call the CQF, where we organize the skills into modules, courses, and pathways. This section will be presented by Kevin and myself today. Later, Zhongli will show the demo about what's a training module. And at the end, Karina will present the calls for the acquisition of training modules, the first one to open by the end of May. And we will finish with the questions and answers. So you can go to the next slide, where we can see then the goals of the EVITA project. So we focus mostly on HPC related topics, and we are defining the competences and profiles that can be provided by education on HPC across Europe. The goal here is to provide a European-wide framework that can be adapted and reused by as much institutions as possible. Institutions include from universities to research centers to industries to SMEs, trying to cover all the education for the different profiles of people needed in the field. The material will be organized in a modular way, be open and accessible. It will be used by the training providers, but also can be used for self-learning online. It will support knowing the competences acquired for the courses and the qualification level that one will reach when passing courses and pathways. All this supported by a complete learning ecosystem and the training platform available to the HPC community. More on the platform later in this presentation. And now you can go to the next slide, and I let Kevin, our skill tree expert, to speak about the skills and the skill tree.
Thank you, Xavi. So I'm Kevin Lüdemann. I work for GWDG in Göttingen in Germany, and our expertise is the skills and skill tree. So what is a skill? A skill is a small, clearly defined ability or unit of learning that the learner can demonstrate in practice. So it has a theoretical and a practical aspect. It contains learning outcomes, and learning outcomes, the one that you already know in terms of training, because every training has one, or a few actually. These are grouped into skills. So if you teach, say, a specific topic, as you can see the specific skills in the bottom, these all contain learning outcomes that lead to knowledge gain and abilities gained in the specific topic. Skills are hierarchical, meaning you go deeper and deeper down the structure or up the tree. And as soon as you reach a leaf, this is the smallest unit of learning. Rough figure is that you could, if you know the prerequisite, achieve to learn this skill in 1 to 4 hours. We will revisit this number later. So if we move to the next slide, Karina. Thank you very much. This is the full skill tree. It is originally designed and maintained, currently still, by the HPC Certification Forum. It's a non-profit open source organization, which also has monthly meetings for the community in the Matrix channel. And it's open to everyone. So if you're interested in this concept, now that I talk about this and now that you're interested in the EVITA project, feel free to join the certification forum. There are two concepts I would like to mention here, node skills and leaf skills. So a node is accumulation of knowledge, meaning a leaf is the outermost section, as I just said, and every leaf gets then combined into a node. This node contains the knowledge of all leaves, meaning if you get closer and closer to the root of the skill tree, the amount of knowledge you have accumulated is increased. What we offer, if you want to work with this, is regular hackathons. So if you want to know actually how this goes and how to work with this, we offer bi-weekly hackathons for all module providers and everyone who's interested. This is open for everyone. Similarly, if you need to work with a skill tree, say you want to tag your courses with this specific technology, we offer train-the-trainer session, which are me talking to you and then a question and answer session. And I would like to mention that you can contribute here, even outside of what we're going to tell you today in terms of modules. This is a standalone concept which we integrate into the CQF, which allows us a lot of flexibility and allows us a underlying framework. All right, that's it from my side. So back to Xavier.
Thank you, Kevin. So yeah, up to now we have been working on grouping related skills and giving them the shape of modules. This is what you see in the slide. So if you go to the next, a module contains the curriculum material, what is necessary for learners to acquire the skills. Modules may have theoretical and practical parts, including exercises and overlap sessions. So basically they are like classes in a university or in a company. A module targets minimum one skill, but it may cover several also. It consists of 1 to 4 hours of this learning time. Can be made part of a course or can be taken independently. They have prerequisites so that trainer providers know better how they can be grouped. And their structure is uniform and they will go through a quality assurance process. So if you go to the next slide, now we take the modules and we group them into courses. Combinations of modules into courses should have some relation or common point, but we are open to consider suggestions from outside the EVITA consortium. So that is your suggestions. If you have courses that combine different types of modules, you are welcome to provide the insights on that. Courses can end up being a technical course or that a company wants their employees to take, a micro-credential, or a part of it, or a university course. All those are valid courses. And now we are in the slide with the courses building the learning pathways. They guide learners into a learning profile. And if you go to the next slide, one of the exercises that we have done is this example of a learning pathway with a set of courses that provides a profile like a numerical simulations specialist, taking shared and distributed memory programming, then computational linear algebra, PD solvers, and the way applications for fluid dynamics and solid mechanics can be implemented. As said, this is an example that can be further tuned for the target audience. And this is also a point for your participation. If you already have your own courses and pathways, please contribute them to EVITA. They will pass a quality control step and hopefully they will be incorporated in the EVITA catalog. And if you go to the next slide, all these will be supported and shown online by the training platform between the EVITA project website and the modules repository in what we have in code.europe. Our target is to reach above 400 modules that can be made accessible to the community, trainers, and trainees. And with this, I will give the word to John Lay for the demo on the EVITA module.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. This is John Lay from Linköping University in Sweden. And here I will guide you through the EVITA module template. And here you can see that this is the code.europe platform. We're going to deploy all these materials on this platform. And here you can see this is the module template. And this is you're going to use this template to develop these lesson materials. I will show you how it looks like. And the main part in this template is the content folder right here. And you can see in this content folder, you can see the structure of this module template. Conf.py is the one that contains all these configurations for this module, including the title for this module and the author who developed this module. And in parallel, you can see this episode right here. Oh, I think take time. And also this is the index.md. This is the main page you are going to see for this module. And yes, this is the episode folder. You can see everything should be here. This is the main folder for this template. And you will put all your developed materials in this folder, including the lesson materials, code examples, images that will be included in this module, and also the others, videos, PDF document, etc. Yes. So for the lesson materials, you can see that I provided the several documents right here, markdown document. For this lesson materials, it will be organized, should be developed in Jupyter Notebook format, markdown document, or restructured text files. It is impossible to have a PDF document for slides or for PowerPoint files, but they should be accompanied with the lecture note. And this lecture note should be in Markdown document and the restructured text format. And you can see it right here. So besides this main lesson content, the authors should also should provide a list of instructor guide right here. And this can be used for the instructors who want to reuse these lesson materials during their teaching. And also a list of additional references right here, so that the learners can take a step further if they want to learn more advanced topics after taking this course. I'm truly sorry about this. This is not happened before. Yeah, right here. Okay, this is the main content you are going to use. And I will show you how this looks like after the Sphinx rendering. We come back to this, to this module. Again, this is the module demo, and there's a link right here. I will use this link to show you how it looks like. This is the module for high-performance data analysis using Python. And you can see this is the main page. When you come to this module, on the left side, it's the logo and also a list of episodes listed right here. And first is about a short description of this module, what is the main content for this module, and some prior request for the learners to know before taking this module. Then the table of content and the expected learning outcomes for the learners after taking this course, what they can expect from this module or from this course. At the end of the web page is some proper issues about the credit and also the license issues. For HPC related course or coding exercises, a dedicated session is about how to set up the programming environment right here. And also for each module, there should have 2 installation procedures for local installation and for installation of this programming environment on HPC cluster. Here I just use this Lumi as an example. For this programming environment, there should be an environment file like environment.yaml or requirement.txt file with specific libraries and versions for this package. If there are some dependencies between packages, so a clear specific version for this package should be provided. Here is a detailed step-by-step instruction how to install this package on the cluster, a local cluster or HPC machine. For the lesson materials, content is right here, and they should be logically organized into different episodes. And for each episode, we should follow this module template structure. At the beginning, the short description of this module, then objectives for this episode, and also the note for the structures, how long it takes for teaching and how long for this type long, and also how long for these hands-on exercises. And there are also relevant parts like discussions should be specified, and also some additional sections like type long discussion, type long right here. It's called for this demonstration or type long should be right here. In addition to this, there are some relevant call out like warning, caution, note, attention, danger should be also provided right here to give notification to the learners. In addition to this type long code, the module developer should also provide a list of hands-on exercises, and for these exercises, it should be expected with expected output and also the solution for these exercises. It can be provided in the middle of this episode or at the end of each episode. You can see it is right here, a long list. So at the end of each episode, there should be a summary part to provide a list of take-home message, like key point right here, and additional references to cover some basic concept or advanced concept that's discussed in this episode. As I mentioned before, you can also provide PowerPoint slides or PDF document as a attachment. And here I show you how to embed this PDF document or PowerPoint slides right here. In addition to this lesson material, there should also be a quiz part. Each module developer should develop at least 3 unique quizzes for this module, and they can be used for the summative assessment. And these questions should be provided in the JSON file, and you can come to this module template for details. Finally, it's about the instructor guide and also the reference for learners. And this is the whole structure for this module template. And I will try to answer your questions after the presentation. Back to Karina.
Thank you, Yongli. We can move. Can you see my slides and hear my audio? I hope so.
Yeah, we can.
Great, thank you. So now we are moving to the Cascade funding. We are going to launch the first call for modules and at the end of the May. There will be altogether 3 calls. You can see that they will be starting the second one in November 2026 and the third one in May 2027. As was mentioned before, we should gather during the project something around 400 modules. Into the Cascade funding call, you can collaborate with us in various ways. If you have existing material which was developed under the EuroHPC GU funded projects, there are 2 ways. One is that the material will be adapted to EVITA format, and the other one is that the material will only be referenced in respective courses. Many of the NCCs and CoEs and other projects which are funded by the EuroHPC GU have in their grant agreements, or it was written in the call that they should collaborate with EVITA. So the collaboration here is basically to avoid double funding. We would like to ask you, if you have this in your project, to look at the CQF. You can see the link here, and there is a small cutout, and go through the courses which are there. So you have to get to the level of the course, which is this level, and then this level, sorry. And there you can see the courses which are white are already provided, so they're already basically covered. And those that are blue are still empty and the material is needed. For us, because we are also supposed to collaborate with all the JU projects, we will reserve the topics that you select. If you are willing to provide the material and adapt it to EVITA under your project funding, we will reserve the course for you, and it will not be included in the call. We just need you to let us know by May 10th, this is the deadline, May 10th, to basically give us the courses, the names of the courses, which you would like to help us with under your projects. In case you have existing material that was not developed under the JU funding, or it was developed under institutional budget, or it's much older, or you have other funding sources, national sources, or whichever, you can apply in the call. The call allows 2 modes. One is that you adapt the existing material, and the other one is that you create totally new material. In the criteria, how we will assess the proposals, there is one criteria which is economic efficiency, which means that adapting existing material gives you a competitive edge, basically, because you can price the development of the material lower than if you would have to work on it from scratch. So it is just one of the criteria. The other is quality, obviously, your expertise, the material that you have already provided. We will assess your technical ability to basically deliver the courses. So the economic aspect is just one of the criteria, but it's there to kind of promote and make it easier for people who already have existing material, because we know that there is a lots of existing material in the ecosystem, which is very quality. So we would like to build on what is already available. This is the timeline for the first call for the modular training material development. So it will be published on 31st of May. So you will get 2 months to submit proposals. The submission deadline is in August. And then we will be checking the eligibility and evaluate the call. Basically, the eligibility is kind of simple. You need to be an institution that is based in one of the GU associated or member countries. So this is very important. And then basically the material development for you, if you need to plan, that you will need to have a time for the development. This will be from November, towards end of November to May next year. There will be a review. The material will be reviewed in collaboration with the Journal of Open Source Education. So there will be a peer review of the material, and there is a 3 months window for that, and then the material should be published in September. And obviously the second call and third call will start simultaneously, so the different phases will overlap. There is one more opportunity to collaborate with us on the Cascade funding, and that is that we would like to get reviewers. We need reviewers to review the proposals. The call, as we said, will be published in May. So this one as well will be published in May. And what we are looking for is experts with HPC expertise in relevant topics. You can look at the CQF. It is based on the CQF, so you will give us all the different courses that you can review for us. You should have experience in training and education and ability to assess both the technical and the pedagogical quality of the proposals. The review will be rewarded, but we know that some people, it's way too complicated for them, and they would do the review even without the remuneration, and that's also, it's optional, but it is going to be rewarded if you wish. And here I would like to somehow summarize what we have said today and how you can engage with EVITA. What are the different ways that we have presented today? I know it might be a lot, but we will now after this, we will go to the question and answers, and we will try to answer all your questions. So you can contribute to the EVITA ecosystem. That means mainly help us build the CQF. You can contribute to building the CQF. It's not set in stone. We would like to get the feedback on what we have proposed, and we will work on it together. You can also participate in the EVITA Cascade funding call. So there is the development of the material and also the reviewers that we need. And at the end, once the material is published. There are already a couple of pilot modules available. You can access and reuse the published modules. They are under open license, so they are there for you to help you in your teaching. You can use them to create courses and provide courses. It is a standardized way, so if you see a course and you find out that that is something that has changed or is done differently at the moment, or there are more ways how to solve something, you can contribute to also updating the material so that it's lively and so that it's not so that it's evolving. And with that, I would like to thank all our speakers, and we can move to the questions. I will stop sharing. If there are no more questions, I would like to thank you for attending. And here are the links. And as I said, we will share this presentation with you. We will send you an email. We would also like to know your feedback. So maybe in the survey that we will send you, you can ask more questions. We will come back with answers. And thank you very much. And hopefully we'll see you at some of our next webinars, where we will be discussing and showing you how to basically build a module and helping you with the process.